Hey, good morning everybody. It is like 5:30 and Victoria and I are going to put on our makeup. So it's gonna be a get ready with us, and we're just gonna put on our makeup and maybe chat about the products that we're using, and just also chat about, I didn't know what we'd chat about, if we chat about losing weight, if we would chat about going to see Oprah today. So we're gonna give this a try. So
Good morning.
all right, I didn't sleep super great. I kept waking up, but I always wake up, you know, at hotels when I have stuff to do because I'm always afraid of oversleeping. How did you sleep?
I slept pretty good. I started Friends to watch that and I fell asleep, I think, within 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. So I do this thing in hotel rooms. I'm gonna sound like, uh-oh, what does she do in hotel rooms? Where I just like to watch chick flicks that my husband wouldn't want to watch. So I watched the movie Hustlers.
Oh, was it good?
It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, actually. But yeah, it was good, but kind of sad. It was based on a true story.
Oh.
So, but it had a little, like, Lizzo was in it, and you know I love Lizzo.
Yes, you
so
do.
she had a little part in it. And so did Cardi B. Had little tiny parts in it. Okay, so I'm starting off my makeup with just a cream, and what my little travel cream is a La Mer, and
It smells really good.
I know. It just
It smells good.
I wish they would make a candle like this, but this is their sample sizes, like, because it's so, you know, like a half an ounce is like $90, and I know it has petroleum in it, so people would be like, why are you using that? But it just smells good. And I have a little kitty mirror in case we need to dry real fast. Man, looking over at that light and then into my dark bag of makeup is so I'm going in with a primer first. This is one of my new favorite primers. It's the purple one by e.l.f. And again, I can't read it because I'm blinded by the light. But it's purple, and it really you know, it's just really silicone dimethicone, but it really clogs up the pores. If you want to try something, you can.
I've already got Paula's Choice on, the
okay.
shine. So I put that on downstairs, and that really helps all that shine for me.
Okay. What's your next step?
I usually start with my eyes, but I love this Lemonade primer. I've used this for many years, and then when I ran out the last time, I decided to try something new, and I've just kept going back to the Lemonade primer. And Mary had one in her makeup bag that she wasn't using, so this is inherited, but I love this. I also use as a quick base the Urban Decay, and I don't have my reading glasses with me, but I usually go with this light cream. Oh, thank you. This is, whoa, age really is kicked in. It's called ABC Gum Urban Decay.
I have another pair of glasses.
Here we go. But this is my favorite. It's laced.
Who's it by?
Urban Decay.
Okay.
And it's like a light purpley color. I'm not very outgoing with my eyes. I just sometimes feel like I don't want to look overdone, so I just do them really kind of subdued and basic. But those are my favorite, and that's usually what I start in with first thing in the morning. And of course, when I tried putting on makeup yesterday, I forgot my half of my makeup brushes at home, so I'm just gonna make do.
If you want to use mine, I have a ton. Some mornings when I can, I go in with my Nurse Jamie little tool. It just feels good. It's nice and cool. So I don't know if it does anything, but it does feel good. Okay, so I have my primer on, and so now I'm gonna go in with a concealer under my eyes, and I use the Jeffree Star Peach Magic Star Concealer. Look, it has a star on it, like the star of the day. And this stuff, like, a little goes a long way, and it really covers up my dark circles. And this is one of my favorite brushes. It's by Doll 10. It's got a foundation, like just a really hard flat bristle brush, and then like an under eye brush, and it's just one of my like workhorses.
I think that's one thing that I've started learning a little bit more about is all the different brushes.
A
lot of my brushes are inherited from Catherine.
That's your daughter?
Yeah, that she just does not want to use or hasn't used. I'm embarrassed to say I have MAC brushes too that are my favorite that I've had for 15 years.
Well, I don't think there's anything to be embarrassed about because MAC makes a really good quality brush, and they're supposed to be investments. So
yeah,
as long as
these have,
I hope, as long as you watch them within the 15 years, no judgment.
Yeah. That's something too that you have to be careful with. I wear contacts, is making sure these brushes are really clean. My grandmother, I lived with my grandparents for one summer while I was finishing out my college, and my grandmother wanted to clean my makeup brushes every week. And she, every Friday when I would leave to go back to the campus, just to do that day, She would wash my makeup brushes every time. Like the next time I went to go use them, they smelled good, and oh, they were wonderful. So I kind of learned to do that through her, but I really wish I had watched her one day and talked to her about it.
Wow, she was a woman before her time.
She was. And I still have an Estee Lauder eye brush that was hers. I do not use it. It's in the top of my lingerie chest. That's like a little jewelry with, it's lined in velvet. So it's got its little place of honor, but I think of her.
Oh, that's sweet. So I'm using a cream foundation. It's by a company I love. It's called Doll 10. And it is their Doll Skin Anti-Stress Skin Perfector. And for me, it's probably, yeah, it's in light, shocker. And then I also have like a Doll 10 little brush. And I just really like the way it goes on. It's really moisturizing and doesn't give me cake face, which when I'm dry sometimes.
And with the weather we're having too in Indiana, it's been really bad for me because I have really oily skin, and it's really funny. Sometimes only just part of my face gets all crinkly and dry, and like, what is going on?
So I'm gonna go in now with a concealer, and this is by ColourPop. It's their Hyaluronic Concealer. So it's a little bit more moisturizing, and I put concealer on lightly. You know, I love it when I watch the beauty gurus like Tati, Jeffree Star, you know, Naima, and they put their, like that just does not work for this old gal anymore. I have too many flaws. No. I would be like a wrinkly mess, so I just use it very lightly.
I'm using, just to highlight the inside of my crease of my eyes, is Laura Geller. This is her Baked, and it's got 2 different colors on the side. They're all blended, but it just helps, gives that little pop in the crease and down on that little area of my eye. And then I start going in there, and I always panic. I go in there and I just blend, and then sometimes I blend it all out and I've got to redo it.
So, you know, I got a chance to chat with Laura Geller at an event last year. And I'll throw a picture up right here over your face. Here's me and Laura Geller. But she was very short. She was just very, well, and I'm
She looks
tall.
bigger on TV.
Or taller on TV, yeah. So I'm 5'9", but she was probably like 5'2" or something, but just really sweet and took the time to talk to everybody, real genuine. So
that's awesome.
I love her. I love a lot of her product. I was thinking about doing like a product line review for some of her products.
Yeah.
But her eyeliners are awesome. So I'm just setting my under eye and my eyelid with Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer, and of course it's in Fair. Shocker. So now I'm gonna go in and do like blush, contour, highlight with my Cover FX palette. It's really great. It's got everything in one little palette. So
that is pretty too.
I'll go in and start, you know, adding some color. So my makeup light is out. It's not, I forgot to charge it last night, so it's not working. And Victoria's doesn't have a light, so I'm sure when we go and get into the light, we're gonna look like clowns. We're gonna look like,
that's my goal.
Like, oh my God, look at, like every now and then you'll see an older lady in the grocery store and she's 80, and it's like, oh, grandma put on a little bit too much blush. That's gonna be me today, I think. But I love my makeup mirror. It's by Simple Human, and I do have 3 other Simple Humans. And I know I didn't talk to you, but I maybe encouraged you to buy.
Yes.
But this is a travel Simple Human, and it folds up like this and comes in a really nice travel case. I think it was like maybe like $100, but it is an investment to have a good, especially if you're smart enough and charge it up at night, which clearly I did not.
On the bigger ones, they have those little lights that will tell you, they'll start blinking red around the base that tells you to start charging it. But Mary's right. I saw it one time and mentioned to her I'd seen a presentation on it, and she said it was the best light. I think you were on your 3rd one at that time, you said. So when it came on again a couple months later, I thought, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that for myself. And it was the best thing, and also the scariest thing, because you really see what's going on with your face. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
So this is really showing my age too. We are sitting on the floor, and my whole left side just went numb.
It's really hard when you get older. And you have to, like, everything is really hard when you get older, like, no shit. But, and I guess, like, women who have to wear glasses all the time, but, like, just to have to pull, like, I used to, like, have just the best eyesight and now I have to, pull, like, my glasses, my readers down to kind of, like, look and see what something is.
I'm using L'Oreal's little eyebrow pencil and the little brush. and
little spoolie.
Yep. And I have my eyebrows done, waxed, trimmed, and I have to be honest, when they trim your eyebrows, there's something about that, it just kind of feels good. And then I just kind of go in and color it in a little bit, so I'm not as advanced as Mary is.
Well, you have better shaped eyebrows. Like my eyebrows had a really short tail and then were really short here. So I had to do like a lot of work, and like it just wasn't good. So I just felt like I needed somebody to do them. And again, I could just color in the lines after that point.
You are right about the light. I'll probably go upstairs in my room when we finished getting ready, and I need to change my glass. And sometimes in the morning, I know Mary has her little fan. I have a teeny little fan too at my house, at my home, that I use. I like to just go in and press in some powder. I think it's just because my skin is always so oily.
I used to have really oily skin, but as I've gotten older, it's kind of changed, a little bit more dry. But it's good to have oily skin, actually, because you wrinkle less.
Yeah. So I just wish I would have got less oilier too. That's really fortunate for you.
Well, but now I have like, more wrinkles and stuff. Okay, so now I am going to go in with some brow. So this is like a Benefit product, and I was talking to somebody the other day that my mom and I, we were in San Francisco, and we used to go to the original Benefit store, and I was a little girl, and it was just like my favorite place to go. They had very few products, but you would go in there and like the ladies would just like fuss over me, and so I have like really happy, fond memories of Benefit and my mom.
For my blush, I use a Merle Norman blush brush. And it's a good one. I've had this one about a year, and I get comfortable sometimes with my brushes, and until the bristles start falling out, I'm one of those tried and true. I just will use something and keep using it and hoping that it just lasts. And then when I have to change, then it's so hard for me to change. Of all my brushes is my blush brush. How I always learn to put on my blush is just pretend you're smiling and being happy, and do the apple of your cheek and then up to your cheekbones. And the lady that was teaching us girls to put on this makeup when I was really, really young, and with my friend Janie, and it was her stepmom, and she said, just keep smiling, and then when your husband walks by in the morning when you're putting on your makeup, he's gonna think you're in the best mood. And of course Janie and I looked at each other like, what? Okay, whatever.
You have to get up early and put your makeup on before your husband wakes up so you look good.
Girl, I'm staying in bed.
Okay. He's making his own breakfast.
Last night I was talking to my husband, and we were talking about makeup, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna put makeup on tomorrow morning, and he started like laughing about what we were gonna do this morning, and he goes, how are you gonna do that early in the morning? He goes, you're low maintenance. And I said, well, what do you mean by that? He goes, because when I say let's go out to eat at Qdoba, you will like put on one of your baseball hats and no makeup, and you're out the door. And I said, nobody gets in front of my Qdoba, not even my makeup. So he just likes teasing me about that. The blush that I like to use right now is Lancome, and it stays on, and it doesn't like get all buttery in the packet. And again, when I have with my oily skin, I always have to be careful on what blushes I use, and I'll go through a blush in a heartbeat. But this has been my tried and true. So an Ulta store just opened by my home, and when this starts getting low, then I'm gonna go over to Ulta and kind of like look around for a new blush. Okay. And to me, blush is really hard because it depends on the season or what season we're in, and then trying to find that true one. So at any time in my home, I'll have like 3 or 4 different color blushes, and then I'm just trying to recycle them out or just get rid of them.
That is so weird. Like I could just care less about blush and I'll use anything free. And I don't care about a blush brush. Like that, it's just so, like I went years without even wearing.
You mentioned that one time, and I was shocked.
I was like, all right, everybody says I need to wear, and especially because I'm so fair. And here's one of my pet peeves. I hate it when people say to me, oh, your skin is so pale. I'm not. People with fair complexions are not pale, we're fair. I'm pale when I'm sick. So even anybody with really dark complexion, they can be pale as well. But to say that I'm pale all the time is not right. I'm fair, and I'm pale when I'm sick. So that really annoys me.
We don't want to be annoyed.
No. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, anybody can be pale, you know, when they're not feeling good. So Ride or Die Eyelash Curler. It's at Sally Beauty. It's got the orange handles on it. And I use some Urban Decay eyeliner, and then I just smudge some other eyeliner under. So before I put on my mascara and stuff, I'm going to put my ColourPop Hyaluronic Setting Spray. Glowy and hoey, that's what I say I go for. If you don't have a setting spray, you can use that too, if you'd like. But I bring settings. Oh, I gave you a bottle of the Milky Mist, like the Pixie, because it was always out of stock, and then I finally found some, and I gave some friends the Milky Mist, and I hope you Milky Mist your face.
I
think of me all the time.
I'm gonna be honest. I Milky Mist when even after I just wash my face on the weekends. I just put it on. It does. It feels good. So my eyelash curler, I don't even know if the name is on here. I got this in one of those 30 days before Christmas, the QVC box. Each little door you open had something in it.
Like advent calendar.
Yeah. So like Mary and the blush, I'm kind of like that with my eyelash curlers. I don't know what brand this is, but it just has a little pink on the white handle, but it's a great little eyelash curler. It's kind of turned out to be one of my favorites, but usually I'll just kind of get what's on sale, or maybe I'll go to Sally Beauty, because one of those a really tiny Sally Beauty stores opened up by me. So my daughter Catherine's already been in there and bought a couple of things.
I'm going in with this really bright pink lipstick, and I'm thinking, I'm wearing rust. Oh well. So we're going to go see Oprah today. It's 9 to 5. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is going to be there, but we could only bring in really teeny tiny purses. So, I mean, I guess not teeny tiny, but just the purse I brought is teeny tiny. I packed it carefully and just have one little lipstick in it. So Victoria is also my Aunt Miga, and for those who don't know, Aunt Miga is a word that I just kind of made up, and it's the combination of words of autism and amiga, so autism friend, because Victoria is also an autism mom and has a son with autism. Hey, look what I found. I remember I was telling you, oh, I have some black ones. Oh my gosh, I love these. I have a million of these, my little eyelash combs. So now I'm looking for a lipstick, and you know, like,
I love lipstick and I love lip gloss. And I'm always in search of the newest and not the newest, but the latest and something that I would enjoy. What I'm trying to say is I will not hesitate to venture out on this area. I like to play, but I don't do like the real bright colors. I tend to like the mauve-y browns. Shocker, huh?
Brown, yeah, I didn't see that. It's kind of like your wardrobe, Victoria. Yeah. Brown and gray. Like Victoria, oh look, she's wearing black. Or a gradient of black.
But I like to mix them. I don't keep them ever the same color. I'm like always mixing, and when people say, I really like your lipstick today, it's either a blend of 3 or even 2 different colors. With my eye pencils, I tend to go to, this is another L'Oreal liner. But the thing, like today, my purse, we can take like a 14 by 14.
Yeah.
Mine's like a 12 by 12. And I was getting a little panic this morning because I can't take all 3 of these. And what I was going to also say, I probably do the worst thing ever, is these lip glosses. They're Mally. They're wonderful. And then my base on my lipstick, I usually alternate between L'Oreal and this Merle Norman. And the colors that I'm using on the Merle Norman, this is almost one of my favorite bases, is Terra Rose. You can kind of see a little bit more of the beigey. But I love that as a base, and then I go in and try to pop with the different colors. And here, this is probably really, really pink. But I'll pop it with this right on top of the beige. And then I like this bronze glitter. This would look really pretty, what Mary's wearing today. I think that would.
Yeah, it would. So I'm using my tried and true, my favorite mascara of all times is like the L'Oreal, I think it's Voluminous. But it's my favorite. And I'm the exact opposite of you, Victoria. Like I give Victoria lip glosses all the time. I just don't love lip glosses. I'm like, here. But I am a mascara queen. Like the way you try your lip glosses and stuff, I try mascaras. Like I always just like, oh yes, I should try this $20 mascara. It's gonna change my life. Like not really one's changed my life yet. A lot of times I get mad because I buy them and I get the black rainbow. So actually when we were talking about just making this video, I was gonna make Victoria go through all the steps that I go through.
And that's what I thought we were doing this morning.
Yeah, so, but and then I just thought that just would be torture, you know, like to make her put on all this extra stuff that she didn't want to. So then I just said, well, let's just talk about stuff. I didn't know what if we talk about autism or Oprah, or Victoria and I have both lost weight on Weight Watchers, or if we talk about Weight Watchers, but instead we just talked about makeup.
Yeah, which is fun. I would like to do a thing with you on putting on eyeshadow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when I get home at night, and if I feel, you know, like I have a new eyeshadow palette or something I want to try, then I'll get out my Simple Human mirror, you know, after work when I still already have some makeup on, and then I'll just start playing with the eyeshadow. And then it doesn't matter because you're just going to go wash it off. But it's a good
idea.
time. Then you can just kind of get a feel like for how it blends and the pigment, and, you know, that's kind of where when I do my, because it's just like relax at the end of the day, and I'll do some like crazy ass stuff, and I'll say to my husband, what do you think? And he'll be like, I think you shouldn't go to work like that, you know. But, you know, I'll try like, I'll look and I'll try to find something good that would be like a good work look, and then I'll try to amp it up and say, okay, if I was going to go out, what could I do? And don't forget, Victoria, that if you ever have an eyeshadow color that you really, really like and you want to amp it up, just to spray your brush with a setting spray, and then go in and make it a little bit damp, and it'll amp it up and like make it last a little, like it'll make it last a lot longer. So I'm gonna like spray my little brush here, and let's see, I'm gonna go into, I gotta find something sparkly, so I'm just gonna go into this like little sparkly one right here. It's like a rose gold, and I'll just like tap it into the corner of my eyes for that added pop of color that I love so much.
So how many layers do you have on your eyes right now?
I just have like maybe 5 colors on, just kind of, yeah, just kind of blended, and yeah, so not a ton.
I'm the basic 3.
So is your look all done?
I'm all done.
Okay, so we're gonna go and fix up our hair and get our clothes on, and then we will do a after little shot of us. We can't bring the camera because Oprah says we can't have cameras today, so we're just gonna have to do our filming off our phones, but phones take fine, you know, photos. And here in Atlanta, it is really cold. It's just as cold as it is here as it is in Indiana. But it's funnier because the people here are all like bundled, you know, we're like, it's like 35 degrees. We're like, okay, here they're all like bundled up, like, you know, they have their Arctic jackets on, their, what's that brand? Canada Goose, Canadian Goose. They got their big, yeah. Okay, folks, so I just am gonna put a lip gloss on that I will do off camera, and we will check in before we go out with the finished products of all our 48 simple steps in just an hour for our basic makeup look. So we'll check in soon. We did our makeup earlier, and we were talking about it was kind of dark and we didn't have our glasses on, but now that we're in the light, Victoria, you look so
thank you,
so pretty. Like, I really like the way that you turn. Let's see, like you did your eyebrows super great. Let's see, turn your face a little bit
this way.
Yes. Oh, your highlighter just super duper, super blinks. Now I'm a little bit more into, you know, like extreme makeup than Victoria is, so let's see, like I put on some lashes, and I'm like totally into more of the contour because I realize that my forehead is really big. So I've definitely been trying to contour my forehead and down here, and like my nose contouring is kind of new. So I think we did really good considering it was like 5:30 this morning and we didn't have our glasses on and it was pretty dark. So,
and we were on the floor.
And we were on the floor in a hotel room. So we are ready to head out to Oprah's event. We hope you guys enjoyed watching us do our makeup, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.